There's a wind that moves through empty fields where the fences lean and bow. Not a sound of something living, just a silence settling down. And the road runs slow and broken, like it's trying to forget every step that came before it, every promise left in debt. Passing voice didn't say it loud or clear, just a phrase dropped in the distance like it didn't belong here. Said the truth don't live down south no more, if it ever did at all. It was buried in the lowlands where the roots grow deep and crawl. There's no marker where it ended, no date to carve in stone, just a stretch of land that holds it like it never stood alone. No name to call, no line to trace, just something lost without a place. And every step I took to know felt like somewhere I shouldn't go. They say the truth died in the South one night, no witness left, no wrong, no right, just something buried out of sight when no one comes to testify. Oh, I tried to find where it was laid, but every trail just seemed to fade, and every word I thought was true fell apart before it grew. The houses stand but don't remember who they held or what was said. Every window's just a shadow of the things they never kept. There's a story in the ground there, but it don't rise up to speak. It just presses through the silence in a way that feels too deep. I asked around, but no one answered, not a look, not even blame. Like the question itself carried something heavier than the name. No voice to break, no past to show, just something everyone will know, but never say and never claim. Like speaking it would spark a flame. They say the truth died in the South that day, and no one dared to make it stay. You can dig and search and try to prove, but it don't rise up for you. Oh, I turned, I tried to believe there was something left to retrieve, but every path I thought was real just been around what I could feel. I stood still in the open clearing where the land dips low and wide, felt the weight beneath the surface like something turned but never died. No grave to mark, no sign to follow, just a stillness thick and drawn. And not upon you, no, not clearly, just felt the truth was long since gone. Not taken, not erased by force, but left to sink without a fight. Like the silence chose to keep it and bury it deeper than the night. It ain't the truth that disappears, it's what survives the weight of years. Every word you leave to bend finds a quieter kind of end, and places learn what not to say. They hold it in, they let it stay. So every silence passed along becomes the place where truth is gone. Now I know it didn't die alone, it was buried with what we've known. No matter how I try to see, there's nothing left that answers me. Oh, I walked aside, tried to find what was left behind in time, but every step I thought was near just led me further from what's clear. Now the wind still moves through empty fields, but it don't carry what was lost. It just passes through the silence, without question, without cost. And if you ever go down south, looking for what once was true, don't expect it to be waiting. It might already be gone from you.
The paper's torn, but still it stays, pinned up there for all their gaze. Faded ink, but clear enough, a name that time won't call a bluff. The wind pulls corners thin and slow, like it's trying not to show that every eye that passes by still reads my name like it won't die. Saw it first in a dusty town, tacked up where the sun burns down. A crooked nail, a splintered board, like judgment didn't need a sword. The sketch don't match the man I am, but close enough to understand that every road I try to ride still keeps that shadow by my side. They wrote my crimes in careful lines, with empty words and borrowed signs, but none of them could really say what I lost along the way. I tried to tear it from the wall, but more just answered to the call. In every place I choose to go already seems to know my name's on a wanted poster still, pinned against some broken will. No mercy in the ink they write, just a story painted black and white. Oh, I tried to change, I tried to run, but you can't outride what's been done. And every town I wander through already knows what I might do. The sheriff looked but didn't speak, like he'd been waiting all this week. He tapped the sign and tipped his hat, like that was more than enough of that. The saloon went quiet when I walked in, like they could smell it on my skin. That weight you carry when you know you'll never outrun what you sow. I caught my face in a whiskey glass, distorted like a shattered past. And for a second I could see the man they think I'll always be. The truth don't shout, it don't defend, it just follows till the end. And every lie I tried to store just nailed me to that poster more. My name's on a wanted poster still, pinned against some broken will. No mercy in the ink they write, just a story painted black and white. Oh, I tried to change, I tried to run, but you can't outride what's been done. And every town I wander through already knows what I might do. Outside of town, watch the ashes hit the ground. But even smoke can't hide a name that's already tied to flame. They don't need proof, they don't need sight, just something to make wrong feel right. And every step I try to mend just circles back again. The road don't judge, but it don't care. It just keeps leading anywhere, except away from what I've been, or what I'm locked within. It ain't the paper, it ain't the ink, it's what they choose to make you think. Every line they write down fast turns into a life that lasts. And maybe I became that man, somewhere between the blood and sand. Or maybe I was always there, waiting in that hollow stare. My name's on a wanted poster, still no place left. No iron will, just faded lines that won't erase the truth they pinned upon my face. So I tried to run, I tried to hide, but I can't outrun what's inside. And every road I think is new leads me back to what they knew. Now I don't tear them down no more, I just walk past every door. No fight to win, no truth to prove, just something I can't remove. And if you ever see that sign with a name that looks like mine, don't stare too long, don't wonder why. Some names are meant to never die. The paper fades, but never falls, still hanging there on broken walls. And I remain where shadows loiter, with my name on a wanted poster. The hammer falls and hollow rings, like it knows what silence brings. Each strike echoes slow and deep, where the restless never sleep. The lid comes down on what once seemed like something more than broken dreams. And every breath I couldn't save gets buried with it in the grave. I stood there where the pine box lay, with nothing left for me to say. The preacher spoke, but I heard none, just the sound of what was done. The crowd was thin, the sky was gray, like even light had turned away. And every face I tried to read looked like it knew what I would be. A shovel leaned against the ground, like it was waiting for a sound to break the stillness cold and tight, but nothing ever made it right. The dirt don't rush, it falls too slow, like it's got something left to show. And every tear I tried to hide just stayed somewhere deep inside. Coffin nails and broken dreams tonight, nothing here feels wrong or right, just quiet loss I can't redeem, and everything we couldn't be. Oh, I tried to hold what slipped away, but it never chose to stay. And every hope I used to keep now lies beneath in buried sleep. I traced the grain along the wood, like somehow that might do some good. But all I felt was empty space, where time erased a living face. The wind came through without a sound, didn't move a thing around, like even nature chose to wait for for something I can't articulate. A name was carved but felt too light for all the weight of that last night. And every letter etched in place couldn't bring back what it replaced. The ground closed in without a fight, like it had practiced all its life. And every word I didn't say just faded into gray. Coffin nails and broken dreams tonight. Nothing here feels wrong or right, just quiet loss I can't redeem. And everything we couldn't be. Oh, I tried to hold what slipped away, but it never chose to stay. And every hope I used to keep now lies beneath in buried sleep. The last nail struck, the echo died, and something in me went with it inside. Not buried deep, not laid to rest, just something missing in my chest. The preacher left, the crowd moved on like grief was something quickly gone. But I remained where silence grew, with nothing left to hold on to. And in that stillness, cold and wide, I saw the truth I tried to hide, that broken dreams don't fade or end, they just reshape and bend. It ain't the coffin, ain't the grave, it's everything we couldn't save. Every chance we let slip through becomes the weight that follows you. And dreams don't die, they settle low in places only we can know. Till every step you try to take feels like something starts to break. Coffin nails and broken dreams remain etched in memory and pain. No healing hand, no time to mend, just something that won't ever end. Oh, I tried to walk, I tried to flee, but it still walks right next to me. And every breath I take alone feels like I'm standing at that stone. Now I don't speak, I don't pretend, I just return here now and then. No past to fix, no truth to claim, just quiet echoes and a name. And if you ever stand this ground where silence is the loudest sound, don't linger long, don't try to see what's buried deep inside of me. The hammer's still, the night runs deep, where broken dreams are laid to sleep. And I remain where shadows gleam, with coffin nails and broken dreams. There's a stain beneath the surface where the light won't settle right. No matter how I turn away, it darkens in the sight. And the room don't hold a memory, but it feels like something stayed, like a mark I tried to cover, never really went away. I washed my hands in cold water till the skin began to break. Thought if I could numb the feeling, I could wash out what it takes. But the lines are still familiar, every crease a quiet trace, like it's written in the pattern I can't ever rearrange. There's no red left in the daylight, no proof I can defend, but I see it in the corners where the shadows never end. No witness there, no voice to call, just something deeper than it all. And every breath I force to stay feels like it's giving me away. It's the blood I tried to hide tonight, no stain in view, no wrong, no right, just something seeping through the cracks. No matter how I hold it back, oh, I tried to clean, I tried to I burned the clothes, erased the outline, left no shape to recognize. But the smell of something fading still returns without a sign. There's no color left to point at, no mark upon the floor, but the space it used to occupy feels heavier than before. I hear it in the quiet moments, not a sound but something near, like a presence in the stillness that refuses to disappear. No thread to cut, no past to end, just something I can't comprehend. And every truth I push aside finds another way to rise. It's the blood I tried to hide tonight, no trace to prove, no clear inside. You can bury it beneath your name, but it doesn't fade the same. Oh, I turned, I tried to divide who I was from what I hide, but every line I tried to erase just reappeared in its place. I stood still in the reflection, tried to see what I became, but the glass don't show the damage, it just holds me all the same. No mark to claim, no wound to follow, nothing I can clearly see, but the weight of what I buried still moves somewhere under me. And in that silence, cold and steady, with no proof I could deny, I stopped searching for the stain and felt it wasn't outside. It ain't the blood upon your skin, it's what you carry deep within. Every truth you try to clear leaves a mark that stays right here. And time don't wash what you conceal, it only does what you can feel. So every trace you try to hide finds another place inside. Understand, it was never in my hands. No matter how I tried to clean, it's in every in-between. Oh, I ran, I tried to deny, but it never left my side. And every step I thought was new just pulled me deeper into you. Now the room is standing empty, and there's nothing left to show, but the weight is still around me in a way I can't outgrow. And if you ever try to bury something you can't justify, don't look down to see what's hidden. You might feel it in your mind. Come in fire and flame, just a quiet smile and a borrowed name. The door swung wide, though I locked it tight, like he'd been waiting all my life. The air went still, the shadows spun when I shook hands with the devil's son. And something deep inside me knew there's things a man can't undo. He wore no horns, no burning eyes, just calm as truth and twice the lies. A suit too clean for dusty ground and boots that never made a sound. He said, I heard you've lost your way, you've been running hard but here to stay. I laughed like I had something left, but all I had was empty breath. He placed a paper on the table, wood, said sign it slow, it'll do you good. But every word I tried to read felt like it shifted back at me. The pen felt cold inside my hand, like it already knew the plan. And every thought I tried to form just bent beneath this quiet storm. I made a deal with the devil's son, now I can't escape what I've become. No chains, no fire, no burning throne, just something living in my bones. Oh, I tried to walk, I tried to run, but you can't outrun dark without a change, like light itself had turned estranged. He didn't move, he didn't blink, just watch me slowly start to sink. I asked him what the price would be. He said, you'll learn it gradually, and smiled like it wasn't cruel, but something worse than any rule. The walls bent in, the air grew tight, like truth was hiding out of sight. And every second ticking through felt like it already knew. I signed it quick, I signed it blind, like I could leave it all behind. But every line I tried to flee just carved itself inside of me. I made a deal with the devil's son, now I can't escape what I've become. No chains, no fire, no burning throne, just something living in my bones. Oh, I tried to walk, I tried to run, but you can't outride what's already done. And every breath I take alone feels like it's no longer my own. Street where strangers turn but never meet. He tipped his hat and walked on by like I was just another lie. No hell below, no sky above, just something twisted out of love. A quiet shift I can't explain that settles deeper into pain. And every mirror shows me less of who I was before the mess. Like something took what I once knew and left behind a different view. It ain't a soul you give away, it's every choice you let decay. Every truth you choose to bed becomes the deal you can't amend. And devils don't need flame or sin, they just find cracks and crawl within, till everything you thought was you belongs to something you can't undo. I made a deal, I understand. No written law, no guiding hand, just quiet loss I can't outrun. From the deal I made with the devil's son. Oh, I tried to fight, I tried to see what part of this was still me. But every breath I take alone proves I've never been my own. Now I don't pray, I don't confess, I walk around what's left or less. No past to claim, no truth to own, just something colder than a stone. And if you ever hear that knock, soft and slow, right on your block, don't let him in, don't play his game, or you forget your own damn name. The door still creaks, the night stands still, and something bends against my will, and I remain where shadows run, with the deal I made with the devil's son. Like something's being burned, and the sky don't change its color, it just hangs there still and thin, like it's watching where I'm going and where I've always been. I left before the sun could rise, didn't take a thing but breathe, tried to outrun what I'd done, but it followed anyway. Every step feels pre-decided, like the path was laid in stone, and the sound behind my footsteps never sounds like lines all blur like passing shadows. No one looks me in the eye, like they know what I don't mention, like they've seen it walking by. There's no mark upon my body, no confession I can give, but it's written in the silence, in the way I try to live. I hear it when the wind goes quiet, not a step, not even sound, just a shift in something steady, like it's rising from the ground. No trail to lose, no track to break, just something time won't ever shake. And every breath I try to slow only proves it doesn't go. It's a sin I can't outrun tonight, no place to hide, no end in sight. You can bury it beneath your name, but it don't forget the shape. Oh, I turn, I try to divide who I was from what I hide, but every line I try to draw just led me back to what I saw. I stopped running for a moment, let the distance close its space, turned around to finally face it, but there wasn't any face. No shadow cast, no figure standing, just the road I'd always known, and the weight I thought was chasing was the way I'd always gone. And in that stillness, cold and certain, with no past left to defend, I stopped looking for a hunter and felt it settle in my step. It ain't a ghost that's on your trail, it ain't a thing that's bound to fail. It's every choice you let remain that learns to move without a name. And running don't create escape, it just redraws the same old shape. So every mile you try to flee becomes the path beneath your feet. And so sin, and now I understand it was never close behind my back, no matter how far I would go. It's in every step I own. Oh, I ran till I was none, still it moved when I was done. And every road I thought was new was just a different way it grew. Now the road don't feel like distance, it just stretches where I stand. Every step is something written in a line I didn't plan. And if you ever try to outrun something you don't name or face, you might find it isn't chasing, it's already set your pace. Every step above it whispers things I'm trying not to know. And the house don't make a sound now, but it creaks like it's aware. There's a knife down in the silence with your name carved in it there. I found it in a drawer, half broken, under letters left unread. Every line I tried to follow led me somewhere in my head. The handle worn like it remembers every hand that held it tight. And the edge don't shine like silver, it just swallows up the light. I should have left it where it waited, should have closed that out beneath the streetlight, watched it drink the yellow glow, like it knew just where to cut me in the places I don't show. There's no reflection in the metal, just a shape that shifts and bends, like it's showing me a version of how all of this one ends. I hear your voice in empty corners, not a word, just how it stays, like a pressure in the silence that don't leave me for days. No mark to trace, no trail to see, just something turning into me. And every time I shift the blame, it carves a little more of your name. It's a knife with your name on the side, cut too deep just to hide. No matter how I lock it away, it's always waiting there inside. Oh, I dropped it, watched it slide, but it never left my side. And every wound I can't contain feels like it's calling out your name. I tried to throw it in the river, watched it sink without a trace, but the water turned like glass and showed me I was standing in its place. No splash, no sound, no ending given, just the current standing still, like the blade was never in it, like it never left my will. And in that quiet, cold reflection, with the night pulled tight and thin, I stopped seeing it as something and saw where it had always been. It ain't the steam, it ain't the blade, it's every word we never say. Every silence left to grow turns into something sharp below. And names don't fade when they are carved, they linger deeper than the scar. So every cut you try to deny just proves you know exactly why. It's enough, and now I see it clear. It was never really here. No matter how I tried to fight, it's been in my hands all this time. Oh, I ran, I disappeared, but it followed every year, and every line I thought was mine was just another careful line. Now the house is standing empty, and the drawer is open wide. There's no blade left in the shadows, but I feel it when I try. And if you ever feel that silence, like it's cutting through your breath, check the things you never buried, they don't stay untouched by death. There's a knife without a warning, there's a truth you can't outrun. And if it's got somebody's name on it, you might already be the one. Don't show on any map, just a faded line and a missing gap, where the wind don't blow and the clocks don't tick, and the air feels heavy, cold and thick. The sign out front is barely read, half the letters hanging dead, and something in the silence caught in the town that time forgot. rusted gates where nothing moves and nothing waits. The houses lean like tired men who won't be standing up again. The windows stare but don't reflect, like they've long since lost respect for anything that passes through, or anything that once was true. A swing still creaks on a broken chain, but there ain't no wind to make it sway. And every step I take alone sounds louder than it should have known. No voices call, no footsteps fall, no shadows move along the wall. And every breath I try to take feels like a quiet, slow mistake. This is a town that time forgot, where everything is left to rot. No past, no future, no escape, just memory with no shape. Oh, I tried to leave, I tried to go, but every road just circles slow. And every path I thought I found leads me back to this dead ground. Clock tower stands but tells no hour. Frozen hands with no more power, like it gave up trying to keep what the town refused to keep. The church's open doors ajar, but faith don't reach this far. The pews are lined with dust and gray, like prayers all drifted far away. I saw a name carved in the stone, not theirs but something like my own. Like I had passed through here before, but never made it out that door. The air don't change, the light won't fade, like time itself is just delayed. And every second I still stand feels stolen from another land. This is the town that time forgot, where everything is left to rot. No past, no future, no escape, just memory with no shape. Oh, I tried to leave, I tried to go, but every road just circles slow. And every path I thought I found leads me back to this dead ground. This dead ground. I saw a figure down the street, but heard no sound of moving feet. It didn't turn, it didn't speak, just stood there hollow, pale and weak. And when I blinked, it disappeared, like it was never really here. But something lingered in its place, like time had carved it into space. I ran toward the edge of town, where broken fences all fall down. But every step I tried to flee just brought the same streets back to me. It ain't a place you choose to find, it's something buried in your mind. Every moment left undone becomes a place you can't outrun. And time don't stop, it just lets go of things it doesn't want to show, till all that's left is what you fought in the town that time forgot. This is a town that holds my name, where nothing leaves and nothing came. No road ahead, no past behind, just something trapped inside my mind. Oh, I tried to run, I tried to hide, but there's no outside from inside. And every step I try to take just proves there's no escape. Now I don't search, I don't pretend, I walk these streets that never end. No ticking clock, no rising sun, just endless echo, never done. And if you ever lose your way and find a town in shades of gray, don't stay too long, don't look too close, or you'll become just like its ghosts. The wind don't move, the sky don't change, everything here feels too strange. And I remain where memories caught, in the town that time forgot. They bend into a darker will. The candles burn but give no light, just flicker low against the night. And every step I take inside feels like the truth has nowhere to hide. He wore the cloth, he spoke the word, but there were things we never heard. Between the lines of every prayer lived something heavy in the air. His voice was calm, his hands were clean, too clean for what they might have seen. And every sermon that he gave felt like it danced around a grave. The townsfolk knelt, they bowed their heads, but no one saw what silence said. That faith can hide what fear won't show, and truth is something buried low. I saw him once past closing time, where shadows stretch and bells don't chime. And in his eyes I caught a spark, not of light, but something dark. There's a dark secret in the preacher's soul, something no prayer could make whole. No scripture line, no sacred plea could wash away what I could see. Oh, I tried to trust, I tried to believe, but truth don't care what we conceive. And every word he used to preach couldn't hide what lay beneath. The basement door was locked up tight, but I heard sounds one silent night. Not loud enough to make a claim, but just enough to carry blame. A shovel leaned against the wall, like it had answered some dark call. And every stain I couldn't name felt tied to him just the same. The Bible lay upon the stamp, pages slipped like shifting sand. And every verse I tried to read felt twisted by a deeper need. The candles flickered, then went thin, like something breathed from deep within. And every truth I tried to seek came back colder than I'd speak. There's a dark secret in the preacher's soul, something no prayer could make whole. No scripture line, no sacred plea could wash away what I could see. Oh, I tried to trust, I tried to believe, but truth don't care what we conceive. And every word he used to preach couldn't hide what lay beneath. I followed where the floorboards creaked, where silence whispered never leaked, and found a place beneath the stone where truth was never left alone. No faces clear, no names to call, just something written on the wall in marks too jagged to ignore, like something tried to say much more. And
preacher's soul.
Stand tall but leaning close, like they've seen more than they'll ever disclose. The wind don't move, the night don't breathe, just something shifting underneath. The moon cuts sharp through crooked lines, across the floor of whispered pines, and every step I try to hide leaves something trailing at my side. I didn't plan to come this far, just follow where the shadows are. The ground was soft, the path unclear, but something kept me moving here. A drop of red against the dirt, a quiet mark of something hurt, then another just ahead, a silent thread of deeper red. The forest didn't make a sound, like it refused to turn around, and every tree I passed between felt like it knew what I had seen. The air grew thick, the silence loud, like something forming from a cloud, and every breath I tried to take felt like a choice I couldn't break. There's a blood trail through the pines tonight, leading past the edge of light. No voice to call, no sign to find, just something pulling at my mind. Oh, I tried to turn and walk away, but something made me choose to stay. And every step I can't deny follows that trail I can't defy. And turns where roots run deep, where secrets don't belong to keep. Each mark more fresh, each shadow near, like it's alive with silent fear. I hear no cry, I see no face, but something lingers in this place. Not ghost, not wine, not memory, just something that remembers me. The branches scratch across my skin, like they don't want me wandering in, but still I push, I still descend toward where the trail might finally end. The dark don't fall, it pulls you through to everything you never knew, and every truth you try to hide finds a way to walk beside. There's a blood trail through the pines tonight, leading past the edge of light. No voice to call, no sign to find, just something pulling at my mind. Oh, I tried to turn and walk away, but something made me choose to stay. And every step I can't deny follows that trail I can't defy. Cold and wide, where all the shadows seem to hide. The trail just stops but not in peace, like something chose to be released. Nobody there, no sign of end, just broken ground that won't pretend. And in the dirt I start to see the trail ain't leading, it's from me. My hands are stained, my breath runs thin, like I've been walking deep within. Not through the woods, not through the night, but through a truth I couldn't fight. It ain't the forest, ain't the trail, it's every truth that starts to fail. Every lie you let remain leaves a different kind of stain. And some paths don't lead away, they just circle back one day, till you finally understand you've been walking where you stand. There's a blood trail through the pines I see, and it's been leading out of me. No escape, no place to hide, just something I can't step outside. Oh, I tried to run, I tried to flee, but the trail is part of me. And every step I try to take just leaves another mark to break. Now I don't
search, I don't pretend I know exactly where it ends. No forest deep, no hidden line, just everything I left behind. And if you ever walk these trees and feel that shift within the breeze, don't follow close, don't question signs, or you will leave your own through the pines. The wind returns, the branches sigh, but something here will never die. And I remain where truth aligns, with a blood trail through the pines.
Where I returned like it remembered what I'd learned. The wind stood still, the sky hung low over something I won't show. No marketplace, no cross to keep, just quiet dirt that runs too deep. And every step I take feels weak, where the truth was buried deep. I came back late past midnight's call, where shadows stretch and silence crawls. The shovel's rust still fits my hand like it recalls what I had planned. The trees lean in like they can hear every thought I brought back here. And every root beneath the ground feels like it's holding something down. I tried to leave, I tried to run, but distance don't erase what's done. And every mile I tried to keep still led me back to buried deep. The earth don't speak, it don't accuse, it just holds tight what we refuse. And every breath I try to keep feels like it's sinking way too deep. The truth was buried deep that night. No wrong, no mercy, no wrong or right, just hands and dirt and something gone that never should have carried on. Oh, I tried to cover what I knew, but it always found a way back through. And every road I tried to leave just circled back beneath my feet. The soil shifts like it remembers what was hidden in September. Every grain a quiet scream from something lost between the seams. I hear no voice, I see no face, but something lingers in this place. Not ghost, not memory, not grief, just something sharper than belief. I kneel down where the ground dips low, where I once forced myself to go. And in the silence I can feel the truth too heavy to conceal. The night don't end, it only bends around the lies we try to mend. And every word I didn't speak still breathes beneath what I made weak. The truth was buried deep that night. No wrong, no mercy, no wrong or right, just hands and dirt and something gone that never should have carried on. Oh, I tried to cover what I knew, but it always found a way back through. And every road I tried to leave just circled back beneath my feet. I dropped the shovel, let it fall like I don't need to dig it all. Cause what's beneath ain't under there, it's in the weight I always bear. The ground don't crack, it don't reveal, it doesn't have to prove it's real. Cause every step I take away still brings me back another day. And in that stillness cold and wide, I see there's nowhere left to hide. Not from the dirt, not from the night, but from the truth I buried tight. It ain't the grave that holds it still, it's every thought against your will. Every moment you deny becomes the place it learns to lie. And buried things don't fade with time, they just grow quiet in the mind, until the silence breaks its keep and shows the truth was buried deep. was buried deep in me, not in the ground where none can see. No shovel breaks, no dirt can hide what's been living deep inside. Oh, I tried to leave it all behind, but it's etched into my mind. And every road I try to seek leads me back to buried deep. Now I don't dig, I don't pretend, I just return here now and then. No past to fix, no truth to keep, just everything that runs too deep. And if you ever feel that weight in quiet earth or twisted fate, don't kneel too long, don't try to sleep where the truth is buried deep. The wind stays still, the ground won't break. It holds every choice we make, and I remain where silence seems, where the truth is buried deep. Before the wind whispers sins I can't deny. Every mile I go, I hear the angels cry. I bury brothers where the dust runs deep, their names carved in the bones I keep, 'cause hell follows where I ride. Fire burning right behind, every hoofbeat shakes the ground, every ghost I've ever found. And the ground was soft where I returned, like it remembered what I'd learned. The wind stood still, the sky hung low over something I won't show. No marker place, no cross to keep, just quiet dirt that runs too deep. And every step I take feels weak, where the truth was buried deep. I came back late past midnight's call, where shadows stretch and silence crawls. The shovel's rust still fits my hand, like it recalls what I had planned. The trees lean in like they can hear every thought I brought back here, and every root beneath the ground feels like it's holding something down. I tried to leave, I tried to run, but the distance don't erase what's done. And every mile I tried to keep still led me back to buried deep. The ground was soft where I returned, like it remembered what I learned. The wind stood still, the sky hung low over something. The hangman's song. The road pain's still in the morning haze, like it's been waiting all these days. The scaffold creaks without a sound above that dry and sacred ground. The town stands back with lowered eyes beneath a pale and empty sky. And somewhere low where silence belongs, the hangman hums his song. He wakes before the rising sun to finish what must now be done. No badge of pride, no joy, no hate, just another man delivering fate. His boots drag slow across the boards, like they memorize these final chores. And every night his hands prepare feels like a burden hanging there. He never speaks beyond what's due, no comfort false, no borrowed truth, but in his eyes there lingers long the shadow of the hangman's song. The crowd stays quiet, hard and still, as justice bends to human will. And every breath the condemned draws echoes louder than the law. Hear the hangman's song tonight, low and hollow, stripped alike. No mercy in the words he hums, just the sound of what becomes. All the
age of shifting sand, and every second stretching thin feels like judgment closing in. Hear the hangman's song tonight, low and hollow, stripped of light. No mercy in the words he hums, just the sound of what becomes. Oh, the rope don't ask, the rope don't lie, it just waits beneath the sky. And every soul that hears that song knows the ending won't be long. The body swings, the crowd steps back as morning spills across the black. No cheering cry, no justice won, just another life undone. The hangman looks but does not stare, like he's learned not to see what's there. And every breath he takes alone sounds heavier than stone. He cuts the rope when all is done, then walks away before the sun. But in the wind there lingers strong the echo of the hangman's song. It ain't the rope that leaves the scar, it's who we become for what we are. Every life we choose to wait takes something from us all away. And the hangman don't escape the cost, each name becomes another loss, till every note he hums belongs to all the dead inside his song. Hear the hangman's song once more, drifting through the courthouse door. No triumph there, no justice won, just the shadow of what's done. Oh, the rope may break, the gallows fall, but the song outlives it all. And every soul that hears it long carries part of the hangman's song. Now the scaffold rots away, but the tune still finds its way through empty fields and courthouse stone, a melody of the unknown. And if you ever hear it rise, soft beneath the open skies, don't sing along, don't hum too long, or you'll become the hangman's song. The rope is gone, the crowd is moved, but some things never come unglued. And I still hear that low, sad song. The hangman's song goes on. Ashes falling like a black snowstorm, the sky's on fire and the sun ain't warm. I left my blood on the king's stone, the bullet waiting with my name carved on its bone. The church bell rang as the silence broke, now I'm a dead man riding through the smoke. The wind screams loud like the wounded cry, but I ain't stopping till the hangman's song. The rope hangs still in the morning haze, like it's been waiting all these days. The scaffold creaks without a sound above that dry and sacred ground. The town stands back with lowered eyes beneath the pale and empty sky. And somewhere low where silence belongs, the hangman hums his song. He wakes before the rising sun to finish what must now be done.